everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. We are going to make, sorry, I am looking for my sanding block. Here it is. We are going to be taking this old Christmas sign from the Dollar Tree. And I did take a scraper, you know, and scrape off most of the glitter. There was a lot of glitter. We're going to cut the ribbon hanger off of this too, and we're going to get rid of it. And like I said, I took a scraper like this, and you can hear it, right? You just go over. I like to moisten mine with a little bit of water, but I'm going to take, and so I already took most of my glitter off. I don't know why I am doing this on camera. I hate sanding on camera. But it's okay. We're almost done. So let's just zhuzh this up a little bit. We're just sanding it to make sure that the whole thing is smooth. We don't want to read through this to let it snow, which is really raised up with the glitter. So you can hear that, right? So we won't get it all, but we're going to try to get as much as we can because we want the surface behind this craft to be nice and smooth. All right, now you could always use the other side too if you want, and cover this side with some paper. But I decided I was going to use this side. So I'm just really not wanting this word snow to come through. So I'm really giving that a good pushing down on that. All right, that'll do for now. I think that'll be pretty good. Let's take a rag. Excuse the sniffling. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's going around, right? It is going around. I'm just hoping it's not the, you know, the dreaded thing that's going around. All right, we are going to take this now and we're going to slap some Antique Waverly wax on this. And I am going to tell you that it is not Saturday here. Excuse the coughing too. It is Friday here at Angel Creations, but I have a big weekend ahead of me, so I am going to be pressed for time. So I decided that I would do this today and film it for tomorrow. I'm just trying to find a good brush. Something wide would be good. Cover more space. And so I'm going to pour a little bit of this on because we're not dry brushing. We're actually using our Waverly paint as like a brown under color today. So I am doing this Friday, and I'm filming it for Saturday because I have someone coming all the way from Tennessee to work on my car. See how God works? And I mean, God is a miracle worker. I asked for a miracle, and I believe I'm getting it. And he's bringing my son-in-law. He's kind of my ex-son-in-law, all the way down from Tennessee to fix my car. Who's a mechanic? He's a mechanic. And yeah, so it's going to be great. I'm going to meet his significant other, and so I have a busy weekend planned. So I thought I would do this up on Friday with you guys this week so that I could have some time with my family this weekend. All right, so there we have it, right? It's just slapping it on. It doesn't even have to be, we'll cover this up so we don't spill it, but we might go back to it. I'm going to dry this up, and we'll see if we want another coat or if we're just going to go right on to our next color. which I think is going to be white. I was deciding whether I wanted it to be white or a pastel for Easter. But I think I'm going to go with the white, with the antique back. It's going to look antique. So we'll dry this up. I definitely can see the words, "Let It Snow." You can always peel this paper off of here too. Sometimes that's a job though. Get that nice and dry. And I think I will stick a little bit more on in just a couple of places, just so that it's consistent. Like I can see up here in the corner, it's really light. And I'm not trying to paint it to color or to cover what's underneath it. That's not what we're doing this for. Oh, Jill, I just put my fingerprints. Can you guys see that? That wasn't dry. Go this way. Just in a couple of places where I think I'm going to want that dark showing through. We're just doing this for an underlining color on here so that we can, you know, put the paint on top of this, and then when it'll look, it's kind of like a reverse dry brush because we're putting the color in first and then I'm going to put the white on top just to age it. All right, so I'm going to give this a little more heat and dry it, and then we will be right back. Okay, so it is mostly dry. I am going to take a very chippy brush, and we're going to put a little dry brushing of white on here. So let's give it a little shake here. This is taking a very long time to dry. I'm not sure what is up with that, but it might be that paper underneath it. So, oh my goodness, excuse me. All right, so I'm just going to tap my brush in the cover, and I'm going to tap, 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 tap most of that paint right off of there. And then I'm going to just go with kind of a, you know, pretend there's a grain of wood here. And I'm just going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Up and down, and we're going to go over it, and over it, because that is the technique that makes it look like there is, oops, hold on to it, Jill, like there is a aged appearance to it, and that's what I'm looking for. I did just go on a curve. I hate when that happens. I like to do it in straight lines, but hey, sometimes it happens that way. So that's okay. We're going to go back the other way, and we're just going to keep putting paint on here. Now, it's all up inside these bristles, so depending on how much you give pressure to, then I'm seeing this right through this, though. That is really starting to upset me because this is just not taking the coats that I wanted it to. See, you guys can see that right through that Let It Snow. We're going to keep going with it and see if we can save it. We might have to put more white paint on it than I wanted to and go back over it with the antique. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep zhuzhing this up, and we're going to go over it again and again and again until we are happy with it. But make sure that you dry each coat in between, or you're going to get a muted, muddy look, and we don't want that. All right, so now I'm going to let this coat dry, and then we'll be back and we'll put some Antique Waverly wax on it. Antique Waverly wax. Okay, so here we have it. So far, it looks like this. I'm really starting to like it. You can see the Let It Snow down here, but our pocket is going to cover that. So now, oops, I just just put my fingers in the tap off cloth. Let me get that out of here. Let me fix that. I'm really liking it. I'm going to put a little bit more antique wax. Let's get another paper towel and another chippy brush here. And here's a good one. And this time we'll use a good chippy brush and kind of dry brush this time. So we'll get a little bit on our cover. And then we will get a little bit of it, tap, 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 onto our paper towel. Pounce, pounce, pounce. And then just go up and down, up and down. Get a little bit more, up and down. I need more here. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. Go back and forth until you are really happy with what you've got. And it looks like wood to you, or wood backing, right? I'm trying to cover up these snowflakes up here. There's just a couple. And down here, there's going to be a pocket. So I'm not too worried about that. Just trying to get it looking like a consistent piece of shiplap or wood, old wood. And I think I'm pretty well happy with this now. So I'm just going to continue it down, kind of going back and forth, adding a little bit of pressure to the wrist. Yeah, all right, that is really pretty good. Maybe another little bit right here on the edge. Let me get a little in my cap. I want a little bit more on the edge here. Maybe a little bit more on the edge here too. Okay, you know what I did not do, and I meant to do it, was I wanted to fill in these little holes on the, right here, where the ribbon was hanging. Look at that, though, you guys. Isn't that a cool? Here, let's just take the white and kind of blend it a little. Soften those lines up. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. Cover up the paint. We're going to be done with that. We have a really pretty surface behind here now, and that's what we were looking for. So let's cover that up, and let's take a little bit of this Dollar Tree lightweight spackle, if I can get it open, and let's fill in the holes here. And I think it's easier if I flip it over and just kind of shove those holes full of this spackle, and it will be flat on the other side, hopefully, and then I can just sand it off. Let's see, how did it come out? Let's see. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. We'll do it's better that way, because that way it's not so much on the front that you have to sand, right? All right, so that looks good. So now I'm just going to dry that up, put the spackle back in here, all the excess spackle, and now I'm just going to dry that up, and we'll be right back. Okay, here's our surface. We have our little wooden holes filled, or our little holes filled, I should say. And now, excuse me. So, we have a bunch of thrift stores around here, and a lot of times they will do, I don't really find clothes good for me, but a lot of times they'll do like fill a bag for $1. And so when they do that, I grab all kinds of fun things. So I grabbed these jeans. I don't know if they were men's jeans or what they were, but I grabbed them. I do this all the time, and I get them for the pockets or all kinds of the denim, right? So what we're going to do today is I'm roughly cutting this out real quick, and then I'll go around it a little bit neater. We are going to stuff this pocket. We are going to put this pocket on our board here. And so if you guys have thrift stores and you have those dollar bag things, that's a great time to get like knit sweaters for fall crafting, you know, like the cable knit sweaters. Even if it's a child size, I often will get child size denim jeans too, because the pockets are adorable on those. Also, the denim is great on those as well. And they're just so much fun to craft with. So you can just do so many things. Plus, you can make your own denim patches for your own blue jeans or a blue jean jacket, whatever. So just be thinking outside the box when it comes to those kinds of things. If you're a thrifter, if you're a thrift store shopper, I love thrifting. Okay, so we are going to slap this right on close to the bottom here. That's why I knew it's going to cover that Let It Snow. So we're just going to put our hot glue onto our pocket. And I want to get the back is good, but I want to get the edges really well too. And then we'll put a little in the middle. And then I'm going to try to put something in between that. So let's just get this down right about there. And I'm going to put, well, I guess it's going to be my hand down here and kind of press down on that glue from the inside, because I didn't want my layers to glue together. We need our pocket to be able to be stuffed. So just stick your hand in there and get this glued down. Okay, and it looks like some of the glue may have dried a little quicker than I thought, so I'm just going to heat it up and press it down, glue it again, a little over here. This heats up the hot glue right away underneath your surface. And do it again right here. This one is flipped up so much I can actually just add some more to it right here. Because you don't want those, especially the corners here. We want those good and adhered, because those can't go anywhere. All right, you guys, there is our craft today. How do you like it? All right, so that is really cute. Now we are going to take all kinds of flowers, and I am just bad at that. So I am just going to take and cut and stuff. I'm going to cut and stuff. So we're going to put, let's see, we'll cut a couple of these. And these are all Dollar Tree. They call this rosemary. It's really pretty. It's got the little tiny flowers on it. So I'm going to cut some of those. And we're just going to glue the stem right inside the pocket. Okay? I'm going to put one on the other side. And you're just hoping wherever you can to get contact. You guys see what I'm doing? Whoops, I didn't even glue that now. Let's try that again. So, you know, it's just been crazy. I've had some car trouble, and I knew I was having big car trouble, like more than I had in the bank kind of trouble, if you know what I mean, right? Let's take this paper tag off and put that leaf back in there. And so I knew, well, I need a miracle, because this, I don't know how it's going to happen. So I'm just stuffing, right? Just gluing a little glue. That's just so that wherever it hits in here, it'll get a little glue. And so, lo and behold, I never ever would have thought of my ex-son-in-law who lives in Tennessee that he would offer himself up to come down, pulling those leaves up, and work on my car for me. I mean, so instead of costing $1,250 to get, I'm going to put a little bit of glue, whoops, on this side as well. And then we're going to need a glue stick. It's going to be like $250. Now that is in the budget. But $1,000? Nope, not in the budget. Don't forget, I have a cruise coming up. So now I'm going to stick some of these purple, I think they call them lavender. And I'm going to stick some of those up. And I'm going to do those like taller in the back. I think if I cut that, I can snip that paper right off. Let's see. So, oh, we need those. Oh, so that's why we are doing this craft a day early, because tomorrow my son-in-law is coming to fix it. He's a mechanic, and he's a licensed, registered, whatever they are, mechanic. You know, he does it all, and I love him. I always have, even though my daughter and he are divorced. He is my grandson's, daddy, and I always have loved him. Still always invited him for Christmas dinners and Thanksgivings and all those things. And in the beginning of all that, my daughter used to get mad. She would say, "Why are you inviting him for Christmas dinner?" And I would say, "'Cause he's Logan's daddy, and we love him." And she would say, "Well, how would you feel if I invited your ex-husband to dinner?" And I'm like, well, I guess you're right. I mean, my ex-husband and her ex-husband were two different stories, though. Like, that's another whole Oprah show. But, you know, I had to respect my daughter. As much as I love Paul is his name, Logan's daddy, my only grandchild's daddy, I had to respect my daughter. And you know, as soon as I did, she missed him at our Christmases and Thanksgivings. So it was just like the next year, after 1 year, she's like, "Well, I guess we should invite Paul." So he's always remained in our family, part of our family, always will be. And he's just a special guy. Really special heart. He's very generous, not just to me. He takes really good care of his own mom and his friends, and he's just a really good guy. So he's coming to help poor old Jilly Will out with transportation, and I'm telling you, not only am I thrilled that I am getting the miracle I asked Jesus for, but I get to see him. I get to meet his significant other, who I've heard so many nice things about. And so that's exciting. And I trust him to work on my car. You know, when you have, when you have a budget and you need someone to work on your vehicle, a lot of times you kind of can't really, beggars can't be choosers kind of thing, right? And I'm just feeling very blessed that I get to trust who's going to be working on my car. And I get to see him and visit with him, and just, I love it. I'm just really happy. All right, I'm going to shove a couple of these down here in the front, and then we're going to get some greens going in here. I want to put that way down. And again, these are just Dollar Tree flowers. These are the ones that are kind of rubbery, and they have like a fern with them. So they're different. They're really pretty. But they have to kind of go like in an arrangement, definitely, because if you were to put these in a vase all by themselves, they would be kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Rubbery, I guess. They would look a little rubbery. So because they're in here with all these nice greens, I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see this so far. How cute is that, you guys? I love, love, love it. Now I get some pink flowers here. Just one little thing of them. So I'm going to stick those in. We'll cut that long. And that way we can, let's see, where are we? And that way we can put it in just about anywhere. So let's put a little glue. So I had to just share that. I'm so excited. God is doing so many things, amazing things in my life, really. My grandson was being bullied, and I didn't know how we were going to get that resolved. And his pediatrician said, sounds like it's time for karate. And we were all like, I don't think he's a fighter. And then they're like, no, it's not about fighting. So we did. We got him right in. And my daughter is a single mom right now and struggling too, right? And I'm telling you, it was just, I took one day and sat and called around some karate places and got the news, you know, got the 411, all the info, and then I gave all the info to my daughter to then take and run with. And I'm going to put this one way shorter. And we got him into karate, and he is thriving. He's thriving in it. He's really doing so well. So my daughter has had COVID this week, so she's had to bring him and drop him off and pick him up. Not drop him off. She sits there and waits for him, but the karate teacher said as long as he's not symptomatic, he needs to go, because it's a thing that you really need to go regularly, right? You really need to be practicing and learning and all the things. So I'm just filling and fluffing now. I'm just filling and fluffing. And so yeah, so he's been going and he's been enjoying every minute of it. So the thing is, it's going to help him, you know, hold his head up and not be a victim. It's not about learning how to fight. All right, you guys, we are good to go here. Now, look at our beautiful little bouquet here in our pocket. I have a couple of things I want to stick into this. Now, I have these eggs. They come out every year at the Dollar Tree. They're on a stick, and they have little string on them. I have some open from a few years ago, so I want to stick a couple of these in here. So I think I'll just put I don't want to stick a lot of glue on here because I don't want it to touch everything on the way down. I don't know what that was all about. But I'm going to put a little. I'm going to put a little, and I'm hoping that wherever I stick this, it's going to adhere. Just like that. So I'm going to put this pink one right there. And now I have pink, purple. I think I will do, and I have blue. I'm going to stick one of these bunnies in here. If you can't find these bunnies, they also have these bunnies, which would be cute too in here. But I'm going to stick, I think I'm going to stick the pink one in here. So I think we'll put, I guess we'll go with green. We'll go with green. We're going to put a little green one in on this side, and then we're going to put that bunny in. I mean, the bunny gnome. I just had to get these bunny gnomes, you guys. They were just too cute. Too cute. I couldn't pass them up. I did pass them up. Over and over and over, I passed them up. And then I'm like, no, that's not happening. I don't know. Maybe we should put a little purple one in too, but that one was falling apart. You gotta be very careful because They are very delicate and they do tend to unravel if they are held or played with too much. All right, let's stick this one in right down there because I want that in the middle. And then we're going to take our little gnomey, our little bunny gnome off of the card here. Look at how precious he is. Oh my goodness. All right, let me just fix his little beard. I like to give it a little twirl. And look, how cute is that? And then he's gonna go down in the middle, but we're gonna give him just a little bit of glue as well. And we're gonna stick him down way here, way at the top. Okay. Look at that. And we're going to just, wait a minute. Let me pull him out and stick him back down real quick. Because you know why? He's kind of covering all my flowers. Okay, fix that. Let me fix his little beard. Oh my gosh! Look at you guys. How stinking cute. How stinking cute is that? All right, so what else do we have for flowers? Let's just stick a couple here and a couple there just because, whoops, we kind of want a little in the front here too because we kind of covered up some of our flowers. So let's just see if you can pull some of them out. Oh yeah, that's cute. In and around your things. Yeah, okay. Pretty good there. I think that's cute. All right, you guys, now we need to make a hanger for this. And what I was thinking is to take a piece of this denim, right, that we already have here, and cut it in a strip, in like a horseshoe. And then see if we can. If not, we can definitely put some jute or something. So we're just going to kind of round this off. Yeah, let's round it off. And then we're just going to go around it in like an inch, right? And just do like we're doing like a little rainbow hoop. And like an inch thick. And that's going to be our hanger, okay? We're going to trim it. It's a little bulky here. Trim it so that it's about an inch. Nice and neatly cut. As neat as you can. It's a craft. It's not a professional job, right? All right, so I need to do just a little tiny bit more trimming here. Sorry, I almost have it. Let's do this. Just because you don't want to have it, you know, messy looking. All right? That's good. Nice and neat. And now I'm going to take a couple of pieces of this leftover piece and we're going to make some denim knots with it. And the knots are going to be glued onto the front of our picture or hanging beautiful, beautiful Easter. What are we going to name this? Easter pocket? So cute. Oh my goodness, how can you just, it's so cute. All right, well, let me just make a double knot with a couple of pieces of this denim. Like so. Sore hands, but we can get it. All right, pull that, pull this. Almost need pliers. And then we're gonna do another knot with this piece. Because those are going to make it look like this denim is going through our board. It's going to look like we drilled a hole in our board. Let's cut off our little pieces here of our knot. nice and short, like a candy wrapper. And it'll look like we drilled a hole and we just threaded this right through. So cute. All right. So now I have my hanger and I have all this piece I have to get rid of. And if you take this and glue gun, you can fold it over like you were sewing it. Oops. Just a little bit along the edge, right? Just go a little at a time and then fold it over. It doesn't even have to be perfect. Doesn't even have to be neat, really. And then just keep folding, and it's going to pucker now because it's going to go around in a circle. So work with your pucker. It's okay. It's just like sewing, only you're using hot glue. And you're just going to go around a little at a time. A little at a time, working with your little pucker. And you don't have to do this at all. You could have used it just like it was. I think I just decided that at the last second to kind of do this. And then you have a cute little, it looks like it's sewn. And if you have too much material in one spot, just go around and trim it before you glue it on. Just trim it up. And I'm using my silicone mat that I got from Temu. I love having this behind my crafts to paint or to glue because it doesn't bother, it doesn't stick to anything. All right, we have our knots here. I'm going to take this a little bit skinnier right here, just it's a little wide. So I'm just going to cut a corner of that excess little candy wrapper part there. And we are going to flip our little gnome over and hope he doesn't get dirty. And we're going to glue our hanger on now. So we are going to give this a good heap ton of glue. And we're going to stick that right down into that heap ton of glue. Happy holding the hot glue to you. Happy holding the hot glue to you. And then we're going to come over here and do the same thing. Heap ton. And we'll press that right down in the same way. And I'm going to put this back over, ouch, on my silicone mat here. And then we're going to take our knots and we're going to see where we have the piece coming through, right? So we're going to glue our knot and then we'll go on this side and we'll glue our knot right on like that. And I'm going to show you up close and personal how adorable. I do want to add a little flower. Maybe to, how would this one look? Let me see. It might be too much. No, I kind of like it just plain. I might not add anything, you guys. I kind of just like it plain. I almost wish I could stuff something down in the pocket, though, so it wasn't flat. Like, I should have put a little bag, maybe. Like, I might shove a little Dollar Tree bag. I don't know if I could even get one down in there. But anyways, look at how cute this is, you guys. This is a great time to give me a thumbs up. Sharing is caring. So go ahead and share this video with all of your friends, family, and social media. Just look at how cute. Can you see the knots coming through? So look at the back. And then in the front, it looks like you drilled a hole and the knots are coming through. How cute is that? I love it. I absolutely love it. I was thinking about putting a flower on the bottom, but let's just look. I don't know. I sometimes, I mean, Now I'm second guessing it. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Look at how cute that would be. All right, let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're going to go for it, and we're going to put a little heap ton, and we're going to put a little flower on the bottom of our pocket. And how adorable is that? A tag, Happy Easter, or anything would be cute also on this. But there we have it. Isn't that adorable? All right, you guys, I am going to get up, stand up, and I am going to come up close up and personal and give you a really good shot, because I don't have an overhead camera, of these knots. Aren't those cool? See how it looks like we drilled a hole and those knots are just coming through the surface? How cute is that? Is that adorable, you guys? Look at that bunny gnome. And also, I got new glasses, so I wanted to give you a quick look. I got new glasses and I can see better now. So hopefully when I'm at the Dollar Tree trying to read those little tiny little words, I'll be able to do it much better now. All right, everybody, this is it for today's craft. I hope that you be good and do good. Bye now.